Hi, my name is Wayne Wallace. Thank you for coming to my Send Out Cards presentation. What we're going to do today is we're going to talk about Send Out Cards and how it's a great product for anyone, but more specifically, I'm talking to the business owners out there that want to take their marketing and customer appreciation to the next level. If you have questions during the presentation, feel free to put them in the chat window, and when I get a chance, I'll go ahead and respond to those questions that you may have. Okay. Today we're going to be talking about Send Out Cards. And Send Out Cards is this great product that you can use to send out a birthday card or a thank you card or an anniversary card or any occasion that you may have to send out a card to someone to let them know that you love them or you're thinking about them or just to thank them for something nice that they did for you. You can also send a gift with that card if you'd like. So I'm going to show you exactly how this system works. I highly recommend this for anybody, but especially for business people, and I'll get into some of that during my presentation here about why I think this is a great system for any business owner. So let's jump right in. I'm going to come on over to my website here, and to get to this website, what you want to do is you want to go to sendoutcards.com/78638. That is my website. So if you go there and you don't see my smiling face up here in the corner, that means you've gone to someone else's Send Out Cards website, and they're going to get the credit for you going there and using their store instead of mine. So you definitely want to use my store. So make sure you type that in correctly. It's sendoutcards.com/78638. And if you see this little red picture with me with my hands on my head and a little box, then you've found the right place. So that's how you get here. So what I would like you to do is watch this video. Okay, I'm not going to play it right now. I'm just going to jump right into the system and show you how to use the product. And you can watch this video. It gives a great little overview of the company and the business. And you actually have two choices as a Send Out Cards use or as a non-Send Out Cards person. You have two choices to get started. You can either, one, choose the option that pays you, or two, choose just to send cards. So if you just want to send cards and you don't want to make any extra money, then just pick number two. If you would like to make some extra money, then pick option number one. Okay? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to log into my account because I'm already a member, and I choose option number one, obviously, because I want to make money. Okay, so now I'm just going to log into the website. This is my login information here. When you get into the system, you're going to see all the cards here in front of you. And over on the left-hand side, you're going to see all the different categories. So there's tons of categories here for birthdays, expressions of gratitude, holidays, keeping in touch, my cards, where you can save your cards if you want to resend one over and over, different occasions. They even have different languages down here. There's a Spanish language and a French language because we're big in Canada and in Mexico, the UK. Let's see where else. There's Singapore. There's several other countries that we're pretty big in. So yeah, it's spreading worldwide. So let's just say we want to send a thank you card to one of our clients. Okay, say we're a small business owner and we'd like to send a thank you card. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to choose expressions, and then we'll come down here to the thank you category, and then we have thank you for a bunch of different reasons. And what I'm going to do is just do a general thank you. All right, and here's all the basic templates. There's over 15,000 templates in Send Out Cards, and they're adding new ones every day. But the best thing is you can create your own as well. So I'm just going to choose this thank you card right here. And when I choose a card, it brings up this dialog box, and it shows me the different options that I have for this card. I can do it as a postcard. I can do it as a 2-panel card, I can do it as a 3-panel card, and I can do it as a big card. I can also add this to my favorites if it's something that I'd like to come back to often. So I'm just going to choose a 2-panel card. Okay. And once the card editor loads, you will see all the options that you have for working on your card. So it's going to load up the graphics. The first time it may take a couple of minutes, so just be patient and wait for it. Usually when it comes up with this click here to type your message, it's done. Okay, so you can click on here and you can type a message. So let's just say, hi, John. It was nice meeting you today. Let me know if you need anything else. Warmest regards, Wayne. Okay. And then I can use these blue handles around the corners to resize this box and make it any size I want. So let's make it right about that big. I can grab on the line of the box and move it. So let's put it right in the center. All right. And then maybe I want to customize the top of the card and add some graphics to it. So let's click on this. And I don't want to use this message box, so I'm going to hit remove down here in the font bar below. If I wanted to change the font, I can go back in here and I can change this font. So let's just say I want to make it a more kind of professional looking font, and let's make it about 20 points. Okay, so that looks nicer. You notice how when I go back and forth between the two sides of the card, you get this purple line around it showing that this is the side that you're active on. So I'm going to activate the top side, and I'm going to come over here to this panel on the left, and I can look at the tabs at the top. They're pictures, templates, and elements. So these are the three things that you can put in cards. You can put pictures in, you can upload as many pictures as you want, or you can download graphics from the internet and upload them here as well. So if there's some graphic that's not in Send Out Cards already and you want to use it, like maybe this sorry we're closed graphic, I needed that the other day for a card. So basically once you upload it, you can just drag it into your card and you can use it, and you can rotate it back and forth, you can scale it up and down. So this is just some graphic I pulled off of Google, and because I needed it for my card. So obviously I wouldn't want to put this in that card because I'm saying thank you for business. So maybe I want to put my logo. So that's a good example. Let's bring the logo down into here. Okay, and we can put our logo on our card. And then let's activate the top of the card. And I can go to templates, and I can choose from the various templates that are available. They have lots of templates for holidays, for birthdays, for kids, all different kinds of occasions here. So I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to pick a gratitude template. Okay, and let's just choose this template here and see what it looks like. Okay. And it says, I will never forget what you have done for me. That's not really appropriate for what I want to do, but I kind of like the look of it. Let's click on this one. This one says, I can no other answer make but thanks and thanks. So yeah, that one's okay. Let's go ahead and pick on this one. And this one's pretty basic. It doesn't have any other kind of message. It's got some background messages here. I think I like this top one. Let's go ahead and go with this one. And this I want to get rid of because it really doesn't say what I want to be said. So I can just click on that graphic and I can remove it. Okay, and then let's drag an image in here. You notice this has a drag image here icon in it. So let's come over here and I'll just take my image and drag it right in there. It's automatically going to rotate that image and size it to fit in this window. If I want to move the graphic back and forth, the picture back and forth, I can click on it and I can grab that little hand and move it back and forth and center up the picture even better. Okay, so that's how that's going to look. If I want to move this over maybe and cover up some of this area, I can move it over, and then I can come over here and move this over as well. Okay, these are all independent graphics, so you can resize them and scale them all you want. Maybe I also want to add some more thank you elements. So let's go over here to the Elements tab, and let's look for a category that we think will have, here's the gratitude category. So I can look for more graphics that have the gratitude message. So let's see what this one says. Let's go down. Okay, this one's just a nice little thank you. I can put that in there, and I can scale it down. And let's put that over here. And see, actually I could have left that right where it was. That would have been good. So let's do that. Let's move this back over. Okay, see how easy it is to customize a card. It's really cool. So if you're having trouble selecting graphics, sometimes when you get multiple graphics on a page it gets tricky. What you want to do is click over here and then hover your mouse over until it highlights in yellow, and then click, and then you can move it around and scale it and do whatever you want. So also you'll notice when I move too close to the edge, you get this little green line right here, and you don't want your graphic outside of that line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale this down just a little bit so the word is still inside that green line, and that way it's not going to get chopped off when they print it. Okay, and then let's also add this little blue ribbon banner right here. That's kind of cool, and let's just scale that down. Okay, so now we got a nice little graphic in there. Although the coloring of this really doesn't work that well, does it? So let's see what else we can find here. What I could do is layer something underneath that. So let's go up in here and look at our solid colors at the top. Yep. And let's choose this, which color is going to work best? Let's choose this color here. So I'm going to drag this color block up in here. And this is a pretty handy little tip for making stuff stand out. I'm just going to layer that behind the other graphic. There we go. And then I'm going to move this over and down a little bit. There we go. So I just made that stand out a little bit more. Now notice here the picture is on underneath this, so I want to actually move this back one more, two more. Okay, so I moved it back two more in the layers, and now you can see it's underneath my picture, okay, where it should be. So pretty simple to use. All right, this card looks pretty good. I like it just the way it is. I could even add like a little border around this if I wanted to, or maybe a different color paper. So let's go ahead and add different color paper. Let's make it a yellow piece of paper. I'm going to spin this around. Okay, and then I'm going to resize this. Now this one, it doesn't matter if it's hanging off the edge. That's actually better because that way you know you're not going to have any white edges on the side. And let's move this to the back. Now the only problem with this is my graphic has white in it. So what I could do, just to highlight the message, is I could do this. I could put that little box right in the center, and I could move my graphic over here into the white area, and then I can scale this down so the message fits right within inside it. Okay, so it looks like that's as small as I can get that with that font. So what I can do here is maybe rotate this like this and make it a little bit bigger. Okay, and we'll make it like a strip running down the card, just like that. Okay, and then I can move this up maybe a little bit. So you can see how much fun you can have playing around with the design. So now let's say I want to send this. What I can do is I can come over here and click on the continue button right over here on the right. And now we're in the shopping cart, and it shows that the points are 3 points to send this card. I'll tell you how much points are in a minute. If I want to add a thank you gift to this order, I can. So let's click on add a gift. And now here in the gift store, we have all kinds of gifts. If you want to send flowers, you can. If you want to send edible, yummy gifts, you can. There's all types of gifts in here. You can also send gift cards. So for business use, this is a really good thing because if a client comes and does business with you, you may want to thank them with a Starbucks card or something like that. So I'm going to click on gift cards, and I'm going to go in here and choose a Starbucks gift card. I can choose different denominations. Say I want to give them a $5 gift card. I can click add to cart. Okay, and then let's go to view the cart. So now you can see that the card costs 3 points. The Starbucks card doesn't cost any points because that's a product made by someone else. If it's a product made by someone else and not directly supplied by Sendout cards, then you have to put in what's called expense money for that. You have to pay for that product. If it's a gift that comes from Sendout cards, let me give you an example. We'll go in here and we'll add not roses for the business person. We'll add a 2-pack of brownies, and we'll do standard. That's going to be 10 points. So you can see when we get back to the cart that our brownie cost is 10 points and our card cost is 3 points. Our Starbucks card cost is $5, just what it would cost you if you went in the store to get it. Okay, so let's continue on the checkout process, and I'll show you how this all works. Go to checkout, and you have to put in your return address, who it's coming from, and then you would put in your to address, who it's going to. If you want to choose someone out of your contact manager, there's a great contact manager in here, and you can scroll through and find or do a search for exactly who you want to send it to. And let's just search for myself because I'm in there. Okay, and that was just a dialog box that popped up from my operating system. It wasn't anything to do with Sendout cards. So now it found all the Waynes. I'm going to choose Wayne Wallace and click on that. And now let's go to the next step. Now my next step here would be choosing my shipping method. So since I'm adding gifts, I may want to get it there quicker. I can do second day or next day air. All right. If it's just regular postage, then it's going to be this. Now in this case, I'm sending brownies and a card, so it's going to cost me a little bit more than my standard 47 cents postage for the card. But if I was just sending a card, it would just be 47 cents or whatever the current postage is. So I would confirm and pay, but of course with this I'm not going to because this is just a demonstration. So let's go take a look at how much points cost. So I'm going to go back to the main menu. Okay, On the main home menu of send out cards, there's a button over here in the corner that says join now. If you click on that, it'll show you the different subscription plans. There's basically 3 different subscription plans for customers. So you have the preferred customer plan, the retail customer plan, and the pay-as-you-go customer plan. The preferred customer pays $31 a month and gets 100 points a month. The retail customer pays $9.80 a month and gets 20 points a month. Under these 2 plans, you get your points for a different price based on the plan that you choose. The preferred customer gets points for 31 cents. A retail customer gets points for 49 cents. So if you look over here on the right, you can see how much a card costs. A 2-panel card is 2 points. It would cost 62 cents. A 3-panel card is 3 points, and it would cost 93 cents equivalently. If you add photos or any kind of customization, it adds 1 point to a card, and that's for the whole customization, not for a single photo. So if you do any customization, it's going to add a point, and that's going to add 31 cents to either any of these options here. So if you do a regular 2-panel card with customization, it's going to be a 3-point card. That would make it a 93-cent card. And then of course you have to add postage, so that would be 47 cents. So that's a pretty good price for a card, a custom card. You can't find that anywhere else for a custom card. Okay. Down here you have what's called the pay-as-you-go option. This is not a monthly plan. You just buy as many points as you feel you need and you use them up. Now the best bang for the buck is the top option, the preferred customer. You're going to get points for 31 cents. That is the cheapest point price possible within send out cards. And that's the one that I use, and that's the one that I recommend. Because why would you want to pay more than you have to for your points, which also would make your gifts more expensive? So it's just smart to choose this option. There's no commitment. You can cancel at any time, and your points are good for a year. So there's no fear of you losing anything. You'll always be able to use those points up. If you don't use your 100 points every month, that's fine. They roll over. Some months I'll go in and I've not used all my points, and I'll have 200 or 300 points that are available. So you never lose anything. Now this option down here is what's called the distributor option. If you want to start making extra money with send out cards, then you can become a distributor. That's what I am. I'm a distributor. Once you become a distributor, you get a member ID, which is what you see up here in the right hand corner of my screen, my sponsor ID, which is 78638. And that's the number that you will give people when they go sign up or use send out cards. Now, like I showed you in the beginning, you don't really have to give people that number. You can just send them to your website. So if I send you to sendoutcards.com/78638, then that's going to take you right to my store. Okay? So that's how easy it is to send someone to your store. They just watch the video, and then they click on I'm a 1 or I'm a 2, and they would do whatever option they want. Okay, it's that simple. So let's go back here, and now what I want to do is I want to show you an even better reason to use this for business. So come in here to contacts, and we're going to create a contact. So every time I come home from a job or a networking event or any kind of meeting where I'm meeting new people, I get their business card, and I come home and I enter them into the database. So I would put their name and their email and their address if it's on their business card. If not, I try and ask them for it. And then down here I've got phone information. I can put their birthday in if I know it, put their anniversary in if I know it. The system will remind you when those important dates are coming up so you can send a card. If you know their spouse or their children, you can also put them into the contact manager here and relate them to this contact. You can also create groups and you can include them in different groups. So here I have a 2014 group. So this is anybody that I meet in 2014. I'm going to put them in here. I found out that sometimes I want to know when I met someone. So I started creating yearly groups. I can add people to as many groups as I want. So maybe they're a headshot client. I can put them in both of these groups at the same time, and then I can find them easily later on. And then here I have a note category, so I can put notes maybe about where I met them and what we talked about, and then I would save it. I'm not going to do that right now. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in here and find a contact, and let's say actually let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to find just myself here. Okay, so it's going to show me all the Waynes. I'm going to uncheck them all, and I'm going to check me. And then let's say I want to send myself a thank you card. Well, I could do it the way that I just showed you, or I can use my campaigns to send cards. So these are all my campaigns that I have. So what I would recommend you do for any card that you want to send multiple times to different people, then create a campaign for it. So I have a campaign here called APV 2014 Thank You. And this campaign is my thank you card campaign for any customers of Ace Photo and Video. So what I would do is I would just come home, enter that customer into the database, go find them, and then click on Send Campaign to Checked. Okay? And that's how easy it is for me to send them a card. The card's already pre-designed. I don't have to design it every single time because this is a card that I want to send over and over. So let me go show you how to do that. You go up into your card menu and click on Campaigns. And in the campaign list, you can see I've got a bunch of campaigns here. You would create a new campaign. But I'm not going to create a new campaign. I'm going to go show you my existing campaign and do an edit on that campaign. So here you'd put in a campaign name, you'd put in who it's from, and you can put in one-to-many cards. So let's just say your business calls for sending a card once a month or once every 3 months or twice a year. You can put as many cards as you want into a campaign. I've just got one in this campaign because I'm going to use it for a thank you. So I can click on the card and I can go edit the card. So this is what my card, my thank you card looks like. So this is what my thank you card looks like. I've got my picture in here. I've got my Vegas sign picture on the front. And then I get a little thank you note down in here. All right. I can continue on with this, and I can add a gift if I'd like, just like we did before. That would be part of the campaign. In this case, I'm not going to add a gift, so I'm going to say continue without a gift. And then when I create the campaign, I can choose when the card's going to be sent when I add people to this campaign. So obviously I want this one to go immediately, but let's say I put another card in this campaign and it was a birthday card and I want it to go on that person's birthday. Well, this would look at the birthday information and send this card on their birthday or before their birthday. Same for anniversary date, and I can also set it for a specific date. So let's just say I want this to go out on the 10th month on the 9th day. Okay. So it's a pretty powerful system. I'm going to go back here and just say immediate because that's when I want it to go out, and I'm going to save this card. Okay, once you're done with your campaign, you want to save it down here. I can also add a reminder note for this campaign. So if I go in here, let me show you how that's done. I can create a reminder note and say just sent thank you card. Give them a call in a week and see if they got it. Okay, so you can write any kind of note to yourself that you would want to know about when that card is sent, because remember, that card may be sent in October and you totally forgot about it, and you want to be reminded when the card was sent so you can give them a call and check in with them and see how they're doing. Okay, so let's save that. And now this reminder is just going to you. That's all it is. It's a reminder to you that a card has been sent. Okay? Because you may want to do a follow-up. So let's go ahead and save that campaign. And now, like I said, if I go back to contacts, and let's just say that I want to send a campaign to all of my 2014 customers. Okay, I can clear all the group selections, click on 2014. I can come up here to find and choose find. So these are all my 2014 clients. What I can do is I can choose whichever campaign that I would like to send them. And let's just say it's a Christmas Christmas time and I want to send them all a Christmas card. I can come in here and choose my Christmas campaign and click send campaign to checked. I'm not going to do that obviously because I don't want to send these people a Christmas card. But that's how powerful and easy the system is to use. I highly recommend this for any business owner out there, and I'd be glad to take any questions that you may have. So just type them into the chat window there and I can answer them for you.